Okay, now we can take a look at the investors section. Let's first go into an overview of the investors. Currently, there are these investors in the system, and then similarly, you can perform add, delete, modify, and query operations on investors, right? You can make modifications here and also add new investors. Then these investors, but they will in the entire the situation of equity funds conclusion, the equity structure is reflected here. For example, this fund 2020, this is the latest, meaning the equity situation after this is composed of these four investors. And additionally, regarding the cash information of the entire fund, for example, if there are dividends, they are definitely distributed to all investors. And this will also be reflected here, showing how the total amount is allocated among each investor. And additionally, there is also an account specifically for the investors. After they log in, they can also see some information about the funds they have invested in. For example, this investor has invested in two funds, and we can click to take a look. Then it will have some information such as the AB structure of the fund, the current status of the investors, and some figure about the fund. At the same time, it is also possible, right, to perform a KPI calculation. The KPI calculation here, because it is conducted under this fund, means that the KPI calculated here is actually targeted at the fund. That is to say, this fund, for example, its internal rate of returns, they can only calculate it here. Well, it can all be calculated here, right? And at the same time, this is from the fund's perspective, it's KPI. But for the investor themselves, their KPI is how much they have invested. Because not every investor enters the fund on the first day it is established. They may invest midway. So, in response to these situations, investors also have their own KPI. And so here, the calculation of the internal rate of return here is specifically for the internal rate of return that the investor themselves obtains. It is like this. But then for the investor, the calculation formula for the internal rate of return also has various possibilities. Then we can also perform custom calculations for various metrics. Well, okay, thank you.